I did a video about how the Miami Heat were a threat in the Eastern Conference and under the radar team in the Eastern Conference. Today, we're going to be focusing on the Utah Jazz and why I think they are a big threat in the Western Conference, another under the radar team that's not talked about very much. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how the Utah Jazz are big threats in the Western Conference. Thank you guys so much for clicking on in this Crushables. Thank you guys for your support, and let's go ahead and jump right into this one. The Utah Jazz are on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoff picture right now, but unfortunately for every other team in the playoffs right now, the Jazz are not far back at all. The 5th seed is currently 3 games above the Utah Jazz, which is Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Jazz have 30 wins on the season. The Oklahoma City Thunder have 33 wins on the season, and the Thunder are the 5th seed in the West. So there's no problem for the Jazz to get in the playoff picture. There's no reason they shouldn't be able to if they keep up what they're doing. And a big reason for that is they have a defensive anchor down low in Rudy Gobert, who's having a solid season. We all kind of expected him to hopefully jump up in the offensive stats, but he's kind of stayed the same as last year. He didn't really get better, but he didn't really get worse. So Rudy Gobert is still having a solid season, getting 2 blocks on the season, getting double-digit boards, getting double-digit points, so that's good. We just kind of wanted Rudy Gobert to step up in the offensive game, but he just hasn't, which is fine because you know what? You have a guy in Donovan Mitchell that's doing that for you. So you really don't need Rudy Gobert to go out there and score 22 points a night or anything like that. Rudy Gobert is just down there to play defense, get boards, and then contribute points when he can. So Rudy Gobert is not that guy you're going to go to, of course, always to get a bucket or anything, but Rudy Gobert is a big reason for these guys' success, and he's just coming back from injury, so awesome for the Utah Jazz. Rudy Gobert is going to help them on this streak, and I think the Utah Jazz could extend the streak to whatever they want to. I think this team is playing well. Maybe the All-Star break is going to stop them a little bit. They're going to come out stagnant, or maybe, but hopefully the Jazz can keep it going, keep it rolling, and we could see this team as a playoff team come July, or not July, or whenever the playoffs start. I think July is the finals, but yeah, Rudy Gobert has been a big contributor to this success. I feel like the Jazz have always been extremely slept on. They're not a team that you're just like, oh yeah, the Utah Jazz, those guys are really good. They're not a team where you're just like, you pay attention to a lot. You know, I'm not sure if I've ever met a Utah Jazz fan in my entire life in person or anything like that. I mean, there's plenty of them on social media, of course, but I don't know if I've ever met one in person. Of course, I don't live anywhere near Utah, so there could be a reason, but right now, Utah Jazz are looking really good. And another guy that can help, that's been helping them out with that, is Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles has been playing really well for the Utah Jazz, as well as he's been contributing 20-point games on this streak as well. I mean, Joe Ingles is a great role player, and he can step up whenever you need him to, which is a good thing because, you know, the Utah Jazz I feel like they only re-signed Joe Ingles to try to convince Gordon Hayward to stay because Joe Ingles and Gordon Hayward were pretty close friends, but unfortunately, Gordon Hayward just did not stay. But Gordon Hayward's production is being replaced by no other than Donovan Mitchell, so they really shouldn't miss Gordon Hayward all that much. But, I mean, if you had Gordon Hayward and Donovan Mitchell, it would be pretty deadly. But unfortunately, Gordon Hayward's even out for the season right now, or it seems like he's out for the season, but the Utah Jazz are better off without him, it seems like right now. And 11-game win streak, hopefully continuing on, is showing that. So it's big time for the Jazz. Ricky Rubio has also been a big contributor to the Utah Jazz's success, as he's been having 20-point games as well sometimes, along with Joe Ingles. And Alec Burks is pretty decent off the bench for him. Dante Exum unfortunately got hurt this season. I'm not sure if he's going to play this season. And yeah, the Utah Jazz just have a lot of key contributors on the success run that they have, and it's really good for the Utah Jazz because they're just not paid attention to a lot. So whenever you see a team like this on an 11-game win streak, you're forced to pay attention and see what this team is doing. I mean, I was watching a Blazers game one time. We were facing Utah Jazz. I think they were on their 9-game win streak or 10-game win streak, and I'm like, we're going to stop them. We're going to stop this team today. We're going to break their streak. And you know what? Unfortunately, we didn't. We got blown out. So I was hoping for nothing. Utah Jazz are just really darn good this season, and I hope they can keep it up because I want to see a team like this that's like extremely slept on make it into the playoffs and maybe eliminate a team in the first round. I mean, they did it last year. They eliminated the Los Angeles Clippers. Of course, the Clippers are known for choking, but of course, the Utah Jazz are a good team, and they are showing us that, and we all didn't expect the Utah Jazz to be a playoff team after Gordon Hayward left. None of us expected. I mean, come on. Now, if you told me you expected the Jazz to make the playoffs still after Gordon Hayward left, I would tell you you're lying. and there's no way you actually thought that. Of course, a big leader to this Utah Jazz team success is no other than Donovan Mitchell, a rookie who was traded on draft night by the Denver Nuggets to the Utah Jazz. His rights were traded to the Utah Jazz for Trey Lyles and Tyler Lydon or something like that, and that's absolutely insane to me. I cannot believe the Denver Nuggets traded this man. Unfortunately for the Nuggets, I guess they really didn't need a shooting guard, but I think Donovan Mitchell is better than both their shooting guards they have on their roster. Just my opinion. I'm sorry for Gary Harris, Will Barton, and Jamal Murray, whatever. But I think Donovan Mitchell is better than all of them. And I think Donovan Mitchell is a great rookie and should win Rookie of the Year this year. If his team is literally on an 11-game win streak and it's because of him, he's leading the scoring on this 11-game win streak, you know this rookie is a great player. And it's just unfortunate for the Denver Nuggets that they traded this man. So how long can the Utah Jazz keep this going? I did a bold prediction where they would keep this up to 20-plus games. I'm not sure if that can actually happen. That was a bold prediction of mine. So they would have to win 9 more games coming out of the All-Star break, and then they would be at 20, and then 20-plus if they kept it going. But unfortunately, for all the other Western Conference teams, there's a hot team right behind you that are trying to get in the playoffs, and you might be on the outside looking in when it comes to the end of the season. But if the Utah Jazz don't keep it going, then we have nothing to worry about. But I think the Utah Jazz could easily keep this going behind the play of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has been great this year. I don't see why he would stop now. It is very awesome that we get to see a rookie like this make such an impact like this, especially after being traded, because, you know, some teams were doubting him. But great for the Utah Jazz for picking this guy up. Thank you, guys. I cannot believe that the Utah Jazz are playing like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below a team you want me to talk about and what topic. I'm literally open to anything you guys want me to talk about as far as topics and teams, because I'm kind of lost right now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate your guys' support. The ones that keep on watching, I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like if you did enjoy. This is Crushables. Then I'm saying